It really is the home of rock and roll, right? That's the beginnings.
We like to think so. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's funny. When we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I was so excited. But I was talking to friends of mine from Memphis, and they were so angry. I'm like, what do you mean? Who's from Memphis? And they're like, oh, Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
So honestly, so Scenes from Italian Restaurant, starts a bottle of white, a bottle of red, perhaps a bottle of rosé instead.
Mr. Rudy Sarzo, how you doing, Rudy?
I'm doing fantastic. Blessed beyond words.
Awesome. That's the best way to be, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's always crazy. I can't remember what he's never been crazy.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's just new levels of craziness and different levels of craziness.
Right. Sure.
The sperm that beat other millions of sperms to get in the egg. We made that decision.
Right. Exactly.
We really wanted to get here.
Yeah.
And now that we're here,
let's rock and roll.
Next level.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. A bunch of hats with Blue Oyster Cult. How you doing, Richie?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on your show.
You're welcome. I'm excited. We first met. We were doing the Queen Symphonic Spectacular rock show. That was, I guess, now 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. It seems like a long time ago.
That's the best way to meet somebody, I think, is when you get thrown into the fire on a gig like that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like you shake hands and then you have to play some really challenging music together under very stressful circumstances. That's how you really see someone at their best or worst.
Exactly.
I think I met a bunch of musicians that I've become friends with from those gigs because it feels like you've been through battle together.
Exactly. Rock and roll bass player is Mr. Billy Sheehan. How you doing, Billy?
I'm good, Daryl. How are you?
I'm good. You're in Nashville, right?
Yes, I am. We've been here for 3 years now, and we love it. It's just great. I think this is the longest I've been home since the 70s.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, me too. Like it's weird. I'm just, especially the summertime, I'm like itching to go out and the stage part's the easy part, right? It's all the other stuff.
That's all I live for. Those 2 hours on stage makes everything else kind of fade away. But everything else, I remember going out on tour. We brought a new guy out with us who just, I would be great to be out, be like a crew guy for the band.
Right.
Within about a month,
I'm going to be a roadie.
He was in the fetal position, literally crying for his mommy.
Yeah, you have to.
Lots of recording. We're up to about 100 songs now.
Wow.
We've done for clients. I started a little production team myself. Ray Lugier on drums from Korn.
Oh, right.
Dear friend of mine lives here in Franklin.
Killer player.
Scott Bush. He's a guitar player, but he's also a Pro Tools expert and a great mixer. So
awesome.
We just whip tracks out for people all over the world.